Well, hi there, Splash Report. Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I saw it this weekend, and I have to tell you, it is the best video game franchise out. Now, I know that those are bold words, but as far as I'm concerned, the only thing it really had to compete with is Mortal Kombat. I'm not saying I didn't like other movies. I am saying that most video game franchise movies aren't good. And hopefully, the new Mario movie is closer to Sonic than the first Mario movie. Okay, um, let's just get straight to it, much like the film. I like the fact that they don't waste a lot of time up front. We know where Dr. Robotnik was in a land full of mushrooms, but for this sequel, if he's still going to be a villain, he's got to make his way back. That's handled very quickly. We also meet Sonic. Not Sonic, we also meet Knuckles right away. And then we meet Sonic. Um, Without saying too much about where they're at, he's not quite at home. So he's in a weird place, but how better to get out of a funk than friends? That's what they're for, and helping you move for pizza. Uh, Jim Carrey is top form. I cannot say enough. His lines are the only lines in the movie that stink. And I don't know how he was able to turn every bad line, like he says dis, in a way that would normally make me groan. But every time he did it, it was somehow still funny. And he delivers a lot of really bad lines that still manage to get laughs. In case you'd forgotten how good he was, you will walk out of there going, Jim Carrey is still that dude. Um, Idris Elba as Knuckles. I knew I was going to love it. I didn't think that I was going to love it quite that much. Um, his deadpan comedy is up there with Jason Bateman, and every line that Knuckles said at least had me grinning from ear to ear, but most of them had me laughing out loud, and I do not do that very often because I'm that kind of bougie person. Best character that was not animated has to go to Natasha Rothwell. Rachel was hilarious. She was my favorite part of the movie, probably. There wasn't enough of her for me to place her before Jim Carrey and Idris Elba, but she was amazing. And I can't wait to see a whole lot more of her after that movie. I've seen her before and she was great, but after seeing her in that movie, give this woman something to star in, please. Fan service. They gave so much. Like, everywhere that you looked or heard, from ringtones to very clear levels. There is a part where water is involved, and Sonic does something straight out of the video games. And there are so many moments just like that. Uh, it was just a big love letter to the fans. There were a lot of children in my showing. I had my toddler with me who knew nothing, but he loved it. Um, the kids loved it, but I heard a lot of 30 to 40 something year old men that were like me, just pleased that Paramount was giving us the movie we didn't even know that we wanted as a kid. I wasn't dreaming about a Sonic movie when I was a kid. Loved the video games, and my mom did not get me a Super Nintendo. She got me a Sega Genesis. So that's where I was. And I had the Game Gear. I was a Sega kid. Played a lot of Sonic, loved Knuckles, loved Robotnik, loved Tails. And it is wonderful to see Colleen O'Shaughnessy in this movie because the voice just makes sense and it fits. But there was so much, so many winks, so many nods. I didn't miss any of them. Maybe I did. I need to see it again, but I do plan on buying it. And that's what I told my wife as soon as I got home. I was like, I do kind of want to see that again, but I want to own it. And we own the first one. So now we need to go back, watch the first one, buy the second one, watch them together, and tell everybody how good they are. That's what you do when a movie is as good as Sonic 2. The only gripe that I have, and if you've read any other reviews, I'm sure that you've probably heard that the third act is, but the beginning of the movie is great. I was watching and I'm sitting there like, okay, what's everybody talking about? Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And then after, like, as I realized the movie was ending, then I said, okay, I can see what they mean there because some of the scenes might have been a little unnecessary. Like they didn't drive the movie towards our end result. But while I watched each of those scenes, they were all enjoyable. I was laughing, I was grinning, I was enjoying myself. Only after the fact did I go, I guess we could have done without this. And maybe that a little bit, that might have been a little drug out, but I wasn't bored at any point. I wasn't looking at my watch. I didn't need to go to the bathroom. So I was good. And I think the movie is an A. I think we should all go see it. Let more video game movies be like this. The writers, you delivered an incredible movie. Shame on me for doubting you. Okay? Let me know in the comments what you thought about Sonic 2. Get it? Because Sonic does the 2 sign and the 2 is back there behind me. All right, peace.